Previously on campchow.
Hi guys, it's your boy Incredible Ziggy, Ghana's dance sensation, and I'm inside Influencer Africa's campchow.
Hey, I hope you're not coming to dance.
My name is Saki with Republic Securities, a licensed dealing member of the Ghana Stock Exchange. In the next couple of minutes, I would want to have a chat with you so that we try to break down what investing generally is.
Hello? Anybody home? What's campchow without Chow? Chefs, what's cooking next?
Today is quite interesting.
It's fortune rice night.
So we're having fortune rice for dinner.
Our house boss, Mr. SDK, says this time we are doing a rice challenge.
So we're tasked to make some Afro-fusion, Ghanaian fusion using rice.
So we're not going to see the regular anguamo.
One of the things I love about campchow is how well stocked the pantry is. There's everything from spices to water to drinks, oil, everything is there. So once you want to cook, you just go to the pantry, pick out the things you want to use, and you're good to go.
So today the chefs are actually tasked to do something really creative with rice. And trust me, I'm amazed at the things that they're really doing.
I'm thinking I should make a kind of rice ball.
And I thought of umutu and I thought of our regular rice and stew. And then I'm like, how can I make this look different?
And I'm making jaware coconut rice.
A rice croquette with peanut sauce.
I've been reading and studying about rice balls from Asia, where unlike the general Ghanaian rice ball, which is just rice which we eat with a kind of soup with meat, they put meat fillings into their rice, and it's always kind of like a surprise because you don't know what's in it. It's kind of like a dumpling, but has a rice outer part instead.
Then I thought of an Italian dish, like gnocchi. So gnocchi is traditionally made of potato, broken down into like a paste, and then it's kind of like a pasta making process. And then I use that concept to make the rice into a gnocchi. So I call it a rice gnocchi.
I know if you're Santi or from Kumasi or you've stayed in Kumasi, you know what jaware is. If you don't know too, it's a salted lamb meat. It's just like our normal tolo beef, but this is lamb. So that's my main ingredients for the recipe. That's why I named it jaware coconut rice.
This dish was inspired by the French rice croquette.
All right, so I'm here with Chef Lifestyle. What you cooking? Don't tell me. I'll come and taste it myself.
Okay.
Will tell me what I'm cooking.
Okay,
Sorry,
sure.
what you cooking?
Sure.
It smells good. Let me feel. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I'll come back soon, baby.
Sure.
All right, baby.
Today I'm making rice and bean stir fry with fortune rice. Now this is a very new dish for me. I had to experiment with it. The whole idea is most of the time when people are eating rice and beans, it's either rice and bean stew or wache. And I feel like sometimes our Ghanaian palate is very limited. So how about picking the same ingredients we use every day and trying something different with it? So that was where the whole idea for rice and bean stir fry came from. So it's just like rice and fried rice or stir fry noodles or something like that, by using palm oil and then rice and beans with the veggies and the protein and all that. Hi.
I'm here with Boadiwaa. Sorry.
Why you like this?
Boadiwaa. Boadiwaa. I'm here with Mama Boadiwaa. She's cooking some good delicacies. And then when I was spreading this, I didn't go down.
Oh, no. I just want it to dry a little bit. I'm using it for fried rice.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay.
so-
I need to taste this one, okay?
Yeah.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
I'm going to fill your belly. Don't worry
Man.
about it.
Gotta fill it.
I decided to make fried rice, but I'll be using ground beef instead of like the normal egg and sausage and stuff. So I'll use ground beef as my source of protein and also infuse some vegetables in there.
Interesting lineup of rice fusion meals. We can't wait to see how they come alive using our very fortune rice.
I've just, been moving around because I have little or nothing at all to do than to just taste food. So my job is just to I'm more or less like a chaperone. I'm just here like, okay, are you doing this? What are you doing? So I went through and then I asked what the chefs were going to do. So Chef Keeks is doing. The only thing I remember right now is meals in between. She says she's doing Warrior coconut rice.
Y'all meet meals in between.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
How's it going?
Very well.
What are we cooking?
Jawari coconut rice.
Saga.
I'm going to add fresh grated coconut to add more flavor and texture to the rice. After everything is done, you realize that it's something that you always eat at home.
Yeah, so I'm here with all of JFC.
Where the F come out? All of JC.
Oh, all of JC. Sorry, bro.
What's up?
You want some strawberry?
I'm okay. I need to boil my rice using the amazing fortune rice. And after boiling the rice, I need to break the rice down into a paste. Now doing that, I need to use butter and a processor. Pour that into one processor and use butter. Now the butter makes it loose because it's rice. You need to loosen it up. So use the butter. Fortune rice has this nice margarine. Pour that in there, blend it up, got my paste. Then I needed something to bind this together because it was very mushy. Then I had to use the raw rice, the raw fortune rice, blend it up into a flour, sieve it out because I didn't want it too gritty. Then I used that flour in combining my paste into a dough. Now, so after kneading my rice paste into a dough, I just rolled it up into a long roll. So then I cut it up into very small sizes, blanch that too. So blanching is a method where you pour water, drop whatever it is into the water for probably 30 to a minute, then take it out. So that's like a cooking process because then from there I was going to sear it in a hot pan using fried or sunflower oil, activate those flavors in there. Then I developed my sauce using cream, tomato paste, a little bit of spices. I use paprika a lot because I love the flavor of paprika. And that also gives the Ghanaian cake. And yeah, develop that into a nice sauce using cream. Dish that out, garnish it with a little bit of basil. And I mean, you know how basil smells so great. Garnish it with a little bit of basil and then top it off with some Parmesan cheese.
And then we have Chef Keeks, the one that made me laugh the whole time.
I didn't make you laugh. It's you who was.
No.
Some face where you can do. How you expect you to laugh?
But no, okay, what are you cooking?
This is not my first experience with fortune rice. I've used most of the fortune rice varieties for different dishes. So for my dish, I'm thinking of using the Vietnamese rice. It's a little more starchy and becomes soft with a little less water. So since I need my rice to form around a certain amount of meat, I think that's the perfect rice to use. As soon as I went to the kitchen, I decided which rice I was using, so that's not really a difficult task for me. The frito, as always, I'm not going to use the sunflower oil. I'll use the regular oil because I want a rich, fatty base for my ragu, because your ragu needs to coat your mouth and give you a nice experience. So those are my two main factors that I'm going to consider when I'm making my lunch today.
And meet a kitchen far away.
Hi.
Hello.
Peanut sauce with omoto vibes. So that is what I'm going to be making. I'm going to boil my fortune rice
allow it to cool for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'm going to add some butter. I'm adding some Parmesan cheese. I'm adding some fresh chopped parsley. And then I'm also adding some pepper and salt. And I'm going to add a binder because you can't mold it into a perfect ball without a binder. So I'm going to add some eggs and I'm going to mix all this together. Mix all this together. I'm going to mold it into a ball, a round ball. Dip it into some eggs and some bread crumbs. So after doing all this, I'm going to fry in some sunflower oil made by Frito.
I saw some pretty interesting takes on Ghanaian dishes. I can see everyone else is pulling a few strings to make something delicious and out of the box for us to enjoy. So I'm looking forward to all of that.
So we're done creating our meals and everybody's plated, presented our foods on the table, and it's time for taste testing.
And we have a mini party sort of where people are coming to taste what we've made.
Yeah, so I'm just here, so that they can have a full. Yeah, they're actually influencers, but they are orphans. They need to eat. We need to serve the needy. That will be here.
Can you imagine? We've been doing this thing since when? I thought it was just the 8 of us. Food is ready and I'm seeing over 20 people in the house. Social media influencers say, hello, who invited you? No, who called you? But anyways, I couldn't have said anything. I couldn't do anything. So all I had to do is just be patient and wait for my turn to taste the food. But I want to talk about the tasting. Can we
Please have a taste. Take a plate and have a taste.
Well, were you expecting to eat all these alone? I invited some influencers over for this rice feast.
I'm always excited when people try my dish because I'm not really afraid of criticisms unless it's like an insult or coming from a place of malice, because I know that it's going to help me improve my craft. So I'm very excited to hear what people are going to say about the dish, if they like it, what they think I can improve upon.
I would have to apologize again that you're not here eating the food with me. But these chefs, they blow my mind like big.
So the bean stir fry, that was interesting. It was like rice and beans and contemporary stew had a child, and then they had a divorce, so they took contemporary out of the equation. It was different. It was new. It was something I'm very familiar with, but also tasted very different. Her spice combination was very different. And the palm oil in there just kind of confused my mind because I thought I was eating rice and beans sometimes, and I thought I was eating a burrito with palm oil in it at a point. Like, even trying to remember what it tastes like is confusing me now, and that was very pleasant to remember.
Chef Lifestyle made rice and beans stir-fry with palm oil, which was very tasty and very innovative. I've actually not come across making a stir-fry with palm oil. With fortune rice, so it's made the rice so delicious and so unique. I actually told her I would come to see her in Chivers for the recipe.
So I've tried everybody's meals, and I must say I'm quite impressed by everything that everyone made. I tried Chef Keeks rice balls. This rice balls that has been packed with ground beef, and see, when you bite that, there's this amazing flavors that come in there. Chef Keeks is a guy who plays a lot with flavors, and like every single bite you take, there are flavors, the juices, there's umami in your mouth, like it's amazing.
See, I'm gonna rate them over a 10. Please don't come for me, but it is what it is. So the rice ball with the beef inside, I'm actually going to give it a 9 because it was so different. I haven't tasted that before. And it gave me all the flavors in there because like the beef stock in there was really spicy. And then the rice was mixed with some garlic and Omo, I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not an all of JC fan, but he cooks in the same mindset that I do. So I'm pretty interested in what he's doing. His rice gnocchi was exceptionally delicious. The gnocchi was bouncy. He paired it with this tomato garlic thing base, which was very umami laden. So it allowed the gnocchi to absorb all that flavor. That was the first thing I ate. So like I remember very well what it tasted like.
I went on to try quite a very interesting meal. It's called Giawari. So if you want to call it somebody's way, use that. But it was braised rice and so many things going on there. Coconut textures. It was amazing. You have your plantain, so you have the savory bit and the sweetness going on.
And I'm a Boadiwaa did the minced meat fried rice thing. You see, we usually have beef fried rice, but minced meat is so tiny, so like it was everywhere. Every spoon or fork you took, you could taste the minced meat in there. It was just perfect. It was good. The spice, the color, just but you understand what I mean now. It was good, and I'm going to give it a 9 over 10.
I tried rice croquettes. So now this one was quite interesting because this was made by A Kitchen Farway. She made this rice ball, breaded rice ball, and in there like it was rice, but then mixed with a lot of parsley, a lot of vegetables, onions, butter. I love the butter bit because I went there and I was told like I can't feel the butter, I want more butter. She did that, and like when you bite that and you dip into her peanut sauce, the first thing you get is rice balls or musu and granule soup. Like that was like so amazing. Like when you see the thing and then you try the two different things, that's like a play on your mind, and that was dope. Like I really enjoyed every single bit of the experience. Like food should be an experience.
Dude, all of JC's on. Like I was eating some poto, but that was rice. It was rice mixed with some. All of JC, can I get another plate, please? All of JC. I can't find him. You guys need to try this one. I'm giving him a 10 over 10. I mean, you can't see somebody's perfect, but that food was just amazing. It was just amazing.
A rep from Ashram, surprisingly, who came to me and told me that she's a big fan, tasted my food, and I'm so honored and like humbled by her comments because she was like, this is amazing. And like looking at how I was able to transform rice into something that doesn't look like rice was quite a great feat for her. And I mean, from presentation to taste, she really, really loved it. And she went on to say she's definitely going to order this if I should make it in a restaurant.
So I dished out 2 plates here, and I tried every single thing on the table. And so far, my favorite is the rice and peas with the stew. I'm not a fan of rice and beans, but she said it's rice and peas, but this is like top. It's 10 out of 10. It's something I would want her to sell for me to buy every day.
Are you sure this is rice?
Because it's so good.
So this food that they eat, it they build to the extent I forget I will taste them. I just they eat them raw. Where they can't tell me say no, make I taste them. It makes sense. I like the stew. That stew need to buy the come up. I like them. So that's to all there. They make us caterers because we come upon. It makes sense.
Is there more? But this is my favorite from Alo. All of Jesu. Sorry.
The cheese. That's on point.
They're so juicy. I promise you should get this. It tastes so good. You know the dry feeling after you taste rice? This doesn't have that because you have the veggies and the beans. Super. You're good to go.
All right, the fact is I don't know what I'm eating, but I'm really enjoying it. It's really nice. And I'm happy because we have all these kind of content creators here and we are enjoying it. This is really nice. I really appreciate everything. Thank you guys.
And then my second favorite was the one with the minced meat in the middle. It tasted so good. I could taste the rice, I could taste the meat, I could taste the spice, like everything was just on point. And it's something I would want to go in for again.
Meals in between. So Meals in between did the Giawari coconut rice. It came over as angwamu, but then it had the coconut flakes on it with fried eggs and then grinded pepper. So it's given us the local touch, the local feel. But then when you look at it, you wouldn't even think that it tastes that good. Don't forget it had tulubi inside.
One of the things that I heard was that it was very innovative and it was giving wache vibes and rice and bean stew vibes. And that's the idea. You are going to get the same taste, but it's a different dish altogether, using the same ingredients you use every day. People loved it. Everybody who tried it said it was very delicious. And I'm happy that even though I was experimenting, it didn't flop.
Shout outs to Fortune Rice and Frito. You know, for tonight's food, you know, they made it. It was tasting nice. It wasn't tasting like the regular food, you know, you have in the house and things like the omutu and things. Tonight's taste, you know, was different. It was levels to it. You understand? It was levels to the thing. You know, you could see that, you know, this rice is not too Jimmy. It's rice, good rice, with a cool fried oil. I like the fried. I like the oil. The oil was so clear. Like I saw one of the chefs pouring it into the pan. Like it was so clear, very crystal clear. I could see my face in it. Yeah. So shout outs to fried oil and Fortune Rice.
Day 2, well spent. Thanks, chefs, for the delicious Harvard rice dishes you came up with using Fortune Rice. Tomorrow, more Chow. Next on campchow.
So Ideal Milk decided to give us, you know, all the love in the world.
Day 3, I'm making wache oats with Ideal Milk.
So that even increases the permutation of the number of things we can be eating at the same time.
More milk, more milk.